Hey there, Min here. So, today I'm doing something a little different. I am going to review my first watch. So, this is something special. It is not my typical watch, so let's open it up and see what it is. All right, so it's a very nice box, and on the box it says T-engine. You open it up, and there is a T-engine manual. Very nice. And inside is a stainless steel, fairly heavy watch. So this is a homage to the GMT Master 2, which is a Rolex watch. Even have that Mercedes-Benz logo looking thing on the hour hand. But what's special about this particular watch is that this is a GMT that's under $200. So what is a GMT, or what is a true GMT? A true GMT or a traveler GMT is one that you can adjust the hour hand without changing anything else, and is skipped by 1 hour at a time. So for example, when you land in a new location,
pleasure to welcome you to the English for the local time of 6 p.m. Please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened and carry on items noted on the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has introductions outside. Be careful when opening over windows to avoid injuries from items that may have shifted during flight.
So there's a reason why this particular watch is under $200 for a true GMT. If you look around the market, I think the cheapest automatic true GMT watch is around $800 or just short under $1,000. But this one is under $200. And that's pretty cool. But the reason why that is because if you look at it, it says automatic, but on top of it, it says hybrid automatic. So what does a hybrid automatic mean? So let's talk about that. The hybrid automatic means that it's actually a quartz watch, and all the components are quartz except for the counterweight to it, similar to the automatic watch. So that means that there's actually no battery. There's a capacitor that charges up as you move, and you charge up the capacitor, and then it continues to give you motion on the watch. So it gives you time on the watch. So I am going to wear this around a little bit, and we'll give it a review when I come back from it. So I just returned from Alaska wearing this GMT watch, and I tell you what, this is a really joy wearing this watch in a different time zone, because quickly I can look down at my watch and see my home time with just a glance at the fourth hand. I thought that was something special. It's really cool. So, but before I dive into what I like and don't like about this watch, let me tell you a little bit about the specification for this particular watch. Now, this watch is a homage or a copy of the GMT Master 2 from Rolex. So this is considered the Pepsi version because it's blue and red. And this particular watch is rated, at least it's printed out as 10 atmosphere or 100 meter for diving purposes. Now, in reality, I probably would not take this watch diving. There is a glass crystal with a cyclops, basically a magnifying glass for the date, and there's luminescence inside. So for all the 12-hour spots, there are luminescence, and also the hands. This is a all stainless steel watch with the crown and also an extra button for the power reserve button. So when you hit the power reserve at the 12, you can actually see it move to and tells you approximately what the power reserve is. The movement of this watch is a Japanese movement. This is a Chinese constructed watch, but with a Japanese movement. The specific movement of this watch, it's a Seiko Epson PX85A movement. And that is a kinetic movement, so basically a quartz movement with a rotor that spins up to charge the battery / capacitor for this watch. Now, the dimension of this watch is stated to be 43 millimeters for the dial, 15 millimeters thick, 20 millimeters on for the strap and 185 grams. So let's take out my measurement device here and see what it is. So let's look at the dial. Should be 43 millimeters. So it is 43 millimeters. The strap should be 20 millimeters. So it is 20 millimeters for the strap. And the thickness should be 15 and is exactly 15 millimeters. And the weight should be 185 grams. So let's take a look. Is 178 grams, and that could be because I'm missing a couple of links. So it's 187. So yeah, that's perfectly fine. So it's pretty accurate with what is stated on the website. So what I do really like about this watch is when I got it, it was under $200 and it's a fantastic price. In fact, my understanding is during Black Friday or Prime Day, this may drop to below $100. Keep a lookout for this watch. Now, the second thing I really like about this watch is that it is a true GMT watch, meaning that I can adjust the hour hand when I land at my destination simply by hour hops without impacting rest of the mechanics of the watch, which is amazing. And on top of that, this watch is a homage to GMT Master 2, which is the Rolex version of the GMT, and that's very popular and lots of people love it. Because this watch is not a true mechanical watch, it has really superb timekeeping. It's accurate because of the quartz movement inside. Now, like I said, it is a quartz watch with a rotor or counterweight that charges the battery, which means that you will never need to change a battery on this particular watch. Just wear it and that's it. Now with all those bonuses, what's bad about this? Well, one thing is that when I adjusted the links on this bracelet, I must have messed up because maybe a user error or something. But when I was wearing it in Alaska, the bracelet fell apart and I had to, the last leg of the trip, and put it in my bag and put it together when I got back home. So that kind of sucked, but my friend told me to maybe, put some Loctite on the screws, that'll help, but we'll see. So the other things I think that maybe a negative for this watch is that it is a copy or clone of the GMT Master 2 from Rolex. So some people may look at it and just, discredit it because it looks like a cheap copy or clone. But because this is not a true automatic watch, it's called hybrid automatic or kinetic watch, this watch doesn't bring the same value or same excitement to some people because the movement is quartz. Which is too bad because there's a lot of things you should appreciate about this watch and how it works. So I have a video on how quartz watches and how mechanical watches work and how they compare. So check it out here. One thing about this particular watch I don't like is that it does take a while to get the power reserve up. And you can either wear it constantly or you can charge it, by shaking it. And I actually tried to use an inductive toothbrush charger, which I read online that you can do that to charge this, but you'll see the results here in this particular video. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. Other things I don't like about it is the lume on this thing is poor, meaning that when I go from bright to dark, it doesn't hold the brightness very long. So that's kind of bad. And on top of that, the bezel on this is single direction. So it's very, very tough to turn this. So it's not very buttery smooth. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. And because there's only 24-hour markings on the bezel itself and not on the inside of the watch dial, that means that when you turn the bezel, it really confuses me on the secondary hour hands. So most likely you'll never turn the bezel. So yeah, I just don't like this, how the bezels turns and how it's designed in that case. Finally, the one thing I hate is taking this thing on and off because the latch is so tight. That makes it very, very annoying and hard to take off and put on. So yeah, but it is under $200 and it is a fully functioning true GMT watch. So that is pretty cool. All right, so in summary, this is a true GMT watch that's under $200, that's got lots of little features and super accurate timekeeping, and you never need a battery. So check it out, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!